They met during a time when the world was quieting down. It was early 2020, and the air felt thick with uncertainty. The COVID pandemic was just beginning to sweep across the world. Grocery shelves were emptying. Streets were growing quieter. Life was starting to shift into something unfamiliar. But in that strange stillness, something beautiful quietly began. Alex and Benedicta crossed paths. Their first date happened just before everything locked down. It was simple, nothing extravagant, but it felt like fresh air. They clicked easily. Conversation flowed, laughter came naturally, and a spark ignited. That first meeting felt like a pause from the chaos, a breath of peace in the middle of rising tension. Neither of them knew it at the time, but that date would change their lives forever. Then the lockdown hit. The world stopped. Restaurants closed. Borders shut. Plans were canceled. Most people hunkered down and braced for isolation. But for Alex, this wasn't an ending. It was a challenge to show up, to be creative. And on their second date, he did just that. Unable to go out, Alex turned his apartment into their personal little bistro. He lit candles, played music, and cooked the best pasta carbonara he could possibly make. It wasn't just about the food. It was about effort, about intention, about creating joy in the middle of limitation. Benedicta saw it, felt it, and her heart opened even more. That date didn't just impress her. It reassured her. He's willing to create joy even in the middle of hard times, she thought. And that meant everything. From there, their connection deepened. With the outside world paused, they had more time to talk, reflect, and connect without the noise. There were no crowded events or busy restaurants, just long phone calls, home-cooked meals, Netflix nights, and walks when it was safe. They shared everything, stories from childhood, family traditions, their hopes, their fears. They created something rare, a slow, intentional love that grew without distractions. And it worked. Their bond became rooted in something real. As time passed, they slowly built a rhythm. They celebrated small wins, supported each other's careers. They FaceTimed during work breaks. They dropped off food for each other. They shared playlists and prayed together. Their relationship wasn't a highlight reel. It was real life unfolding, step by step. When the world slowly started opening again, their love expanded with it. They began to travel, short getaways at first, weekend road trips, secluded cabin stays, city drives just to see something new. These trips became moments of magic. They laughed under the stars, sang in the car, ate local food in tucked-away diners. Travel wasn't just about seeing the world, it was about seeing how they navigated it together. They also met each other's families. Alex met Benedicta's parents during a quiet dinner one warm evening. He was nervous, but her family welcomed him warmly. Her mother noticed his manners, his patience. Her father observed how attentively he listened. He fit in. When Benedicta met Alex's family, it felt seamless. His mother smiled a lot around her. His siblings bonded with her instantly. It felt natural, like two lives softly folding into each other. Of course, there were challenges. No real love grows without them. There were miscommunications, tense days, moments where personal fears and past wounds surfaced, times when one needed space and the other didn't understand. But they stayed. They talked. They listened. They apologized when needed and forgave when it mattered. Their love wasn't about perfection. It was about presence. They kept showing up. One thing they did consistently was a weekly check-in. Every Sunday evening, no matter how busy they were, they'd sit down, no phones, no distractions, and ask each other, "How's your heart?" Sometimes the answer was light. Other times, it opened doors to deeper conversations. That question became their compass, guiding their love in truth, vulnerability, and emotional growth. They also created little traditions that added sweetness to their days. Every 14th of the month, they'd celebrate the day they first met. It could be ice cream on the couch, a walk under the moon, or dancing barefoot in the kitchen. These tiny acts reminded them to keep choosing joy, to keep choosing each other. 2 years into their relationship, Alex planned something unforgettable. It was a cool, peaceful afternoon in Newport, Rhode Island. They were walking on the beach. The sun was beginning to dip behind the horizon, casting golden light over the ocean. Benedicta thought it was just a weekend trip, but Alex had a ring in his pocket and his heart in his throat. They walked slowly, hand in hand, the ocean humming beside them. Then Alex stopped. He looked at her with eyes full of emotion and knelt down in the sand. "Benedicta," he said, voice soft but steady, "you've shown me what love truly means. You've brought laughter. You've believed in me, challenged me, and held my heart so gently. I want a life with you, all of it. Will you marry me?" Tears filled her eyes as she nodded. "Yes." That moment felt like a dream, a quiet, sacred yes. No crowd, no big production, just them, the ocean, and a promise that they would do this life together. Now married, Alex and Benedicta are writing the next chapter. They've created a home full of warmth. It's not a Pinterest-perfect place, but it's theirs. There are framed pictures on the wall, plants by the window, books stacked on nightstands, laughter in the kitchen, morning routines with sleepy eyes and fresh coffee, evenings with music playing low while they cook side by side. Sometimes it's romantic, other times it's messy, but every part of it is real. They still check in weekly, still dance in the kitchen, still cook together, though Alex says Benedicta has taken over as the better chef. They make time for each other in the middle of work, chores, and errands. They disagree sometimes, but they always find their way back to understanding. Their marriage isn't built on pretending, it's built on choosing every day. And they're still growing. They've taken more trips, started a joint savings plan, dreamed aloud about children, talked about where they'd love to settle long-term. They've also begun giving back, volunteering, mentoring, supporting causes close to their hearts. Love, for them, means expanding outward, sharing what they've learned, offering light where they can. One of their shared goals is to help others believe in real love again, the kind that isn't filtered for social media, the kind that holds space for healing, growth, and mistakes, the kind that says, "I see you, and I'm still here." They've come a long way from that first date in the early days of the pandemic. And the beauty is, they're just getting started. Their advice to anyone still searching? Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes love doesn't look like what you expected, but it might be exactly what you needed. Date someone who enlarges you, not someone who diminishes you. Someone who stretches your vision, supports your growth, and loves you in action, not just in words. Love, they've learned, is more than just chemistry or attraction. It's a choice, a posture, a journey. It's showing up. It's being willing to listen, to adjust, to soften when pride wants to win. It's learning the rhythm of someone else's heart and choosing to protect it as much as your own. For Alex and Benedicta, love isn't something that just happened. It's something they built, moment by moment, meal by meal, trip by trip, check-in by check-in. And they're still building. If Alex and Benedicta's story made you smile, if it reminded you of what love really looks like, if it made you pause and say, "I want that too," don't stop here. Subscribe to stay connected with us. We share real love stories, grounded, raw, inspiring stories that speak to the soul. Stories that remind us it's not about perfection. It's about showing up, growing together, and building something that lasts. And if you're ready to go deeper, if you believe in this kind of love and want to be part of a space that nurtures it, join our membership. This is more than just a platform. It's a movement, a home for those who still believe in real, lasting connection. Because love, like Alex and Benedicta's, it's not just a story. It's a reminder that even in the hardest times, especially in the hardest times, love can begin. Love can grow. And love can thrive. Stay with us. Let's keep writing these stories. Let's keep choosing love. Together. Love.